Picks and Parlays back with your NHL playoff betting free pick for Tuesday, the 22nd of June. And
don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications.
We've got a heck of a matchup. Game 5, important Game 5 in the Western Conference Finals here. We see Montreal and Vegas squaring off in Vegas, with Vegas a huge favorite. This game's going to be at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Like I said, in Vegas. Vegas favored by minus 235 in a total of 5 games. It's split 2 games apiece in all-important Game 5. And, of course, we've got Earle Sports with us today to talk the NHL and to give you your free pick betting advice. What do you think of this matchup? I mean, this matchup just seems crazy since we've seen all these close games that you see Vegas this big of a favorite.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no way I'm coming anywhere close to laying minus 235 on the Vegas Golden Knights in this game. I'm on the Montreal Canadiens here, plus 210. I think it's an absolute absurd price. This has been a much closer series than people thought it would be. I've already cashed the over 5.5 total games in this series, so I expected this to go longer. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Habs win this series straight up. I think that this is a much closer matchup than people think it is. Yes, I understand it's going back into Vegas, but this Montreal team, they are built for the playoffs. So this is a matchup where I'm going to take the huge plus 210 here. I think that this price is really wrong. Vegas should probably be around a minus 150, minus 170 in this matchup. Getting plus 210 on Montreal is an absolute joke in my mind. So I'm taking the big dog here, Montreal plus 210 in this matchup.
Yeah, of course, everybody knows Game 5 is, when it's 2-2 is always the team that wins that game usually wins the series. But when as far as a bettor, it's different because you could actually take the plus 1.5 here, which we've seen a lot of one goal leads and some overtime games in this playoffs. I mean, and you win on no matter what. So to me, I think I would be more likely to take the plus 1.5 with Montreal, and we get them in that minus 140 to minus 150 range. Seems like there's a lot more value when it comes to that.
Absolutely, I can definitely see people talking me into the plus 1.5. During the regular seasons, I never touch those lines just because there's no point in touching those lines. But when we're seeing playoff time, and we are seeing more overtime games, so maybe that regulation draw comes into play. That's usually a plus 300 or higher, so that could also be in play. But if you get to that overtime, that plus 1.5 does cash, regardless if the Canadiens are able to win in overtime or not, because you got that plus 1.5. So yeah, I could definitely see me potentially playing that tomorrow. Minus 145. Generally, I don't like taking big dogs and turning them to favorites, or this is actually a moderate favorite price now with that minus 140. Yep. But that's definitely something I can look into, especially with a total of 5, expecting not many goals in this game. So I can definitely see plus 1.5 a potential play as well.
Well, sometimes what I do, and I do it more with baseball, is like you said, if you have a really big favorite or underdog that you think can win, I'll play them for, I'll split it up and do a half wager. That way, if they win by 1, I cash the run line or the puck line in this case. And then, if they win outright, you win both bets. So, but there you have it. We got a big underdog here. We're going to go for the swing for the fences with Earle Sports Bets. Of course, you can get all their betting advice, not only NHL, but Major League Baseball and NBA. Check them out. One of our hottest handcappers the last few months. Check them out over at Picks and Parlays and get all of their expert picks daily.